Yes, Tango Dems is late. Uman did something dumb. Uman cleaned the rabbit air filter. And that turned into Uman had to wash the vacuum cleaner and clean all the filters in the vacuum cleaner. And all the filters are sitting out to dry. And the front is off of the rabbit. So rabbit guts are everywhere. This is the air filter. It's black and scary inside. And Max was doing I ain't coming out of the cage. And I was trying to figure out why you don't want to come out. I mean, I had you in the cage while I was going in and out for a few minutes. But it was all my fault. As soon as I put the cover back on the rabbit, Max said, yes, now I'll come out. The rabbit's not going to eat me. That's right. That was funny, Max. Yeah, I'm a bad bird. I didn't understand what you were scared about. Yeah, I'm going to put this into the tripod. Oops. Try it again. Yeah, so we're here. And we have the air filter turned off and filters drying everywhere. Yes, Max, you tell everybody. Yes, Tango, there's a rabbit. It's an air filter that takes care of all the bird dander. And it takes care of a lot of dander. Tip to the wise, when you're shaking out filters from air filters and vacuum cleaners and all of the good stuff, if you walk outside, double check which way the wind is blowing before you start shaking. Yes, I know, Max. I know. I'm going to put you down. Yep, sees. There you go. There's down. Yeah. I mean, it could have been a parrot-eating monster, honey. I know. So scary. It's so scary. Here we go. I know. I know. Now, would you like me to go get you some snackers? I know it's Sunday, but do you think you want a Sunday breakfast treat? What do you want? We got grapes. Oops, that one's torn in half. No? Well, Tikal was looking at it earlier. I have a little bit of pasta. Okay, you eat that and I'll go see what I can make in the kitchen. My goodness gracious, Max. What do you have in mind? Oh boy. Oh, there's the ink package in here. I knew I had one somewhere. Okay. There we go. I'll just be a minute, Max. I need a spoon. buddy. I was cleaning the air filter. Oh! But you know what, Max? There's some good news. I'm cooking eggies for you. And I think you're going to enjoy them. Yeah. So we're doing a pop-up stream today because our friend Einstein moved their stream to yesterday. And we thought we'd just give everybody a chance to socialize and hang out with us. So I'm just going to hop in and check comments. I see we've got Julia and Sue and Greenbird, Tango Elliott, Linda, Chris, Kane is here. Raising Kane says that they ordered some little cones. Kane likes them as much as Max does. Yeah, they're great for holding food. Oh my goodness, Anne sent us 5 pounds as a super chat. Oh my goodness, thank you, Anne. Yes, Tango TCal does want to do the witness protection program. Yeah. Bok. So we got the eggs on the go, buddy. I'm going to go check on the microwave because it went beep. Yeah, there's eggs, TCal. They're still a little runny. Okay, Max, your eggs are cooling. Yes, there are 3 toddlers in the house. I'm not sure what TCal was saying, Katie. Oh my goodness, look at everybody joining us. Yeah, there really are 3 toddlers in the house. Tango asked, why is the air filter called a rabbit? It's the make of the air filter. It's actually one of the top end ones. It's a HEPA. And even the pre-filter is catching parrot dander. So the pre-filter literally has a coating of parrot dander on it. And then as you start going in, you start getting the finer and finer particles. Yes, TCal's busy mumbling in the background. Flying toddlers with foghorns and pliers. Yes, that is exactly what we have in the house, Chris. Are you tired, Max? Will you wake up when I bring you some snackers? Yeah? I might have some snacks. Let's go check on them. Max, they are very hot still. Oh yes, Tango, cockatoo dander. The 2 dustiest birds out there are cockatoos and African greys. Cockatoos definitely lead the pack in that. It's too hot, honey. I'm letting it cool. We're going to be doing eggies in cupcake papers today. Yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, but you gotta wait for it to cool. I know you like your food hot, but you can't have it so hot that you're gonna burn yourself. It just came out of the microwave, silly. Yes. Connie, if you think a gray is dusty, wait until you meet a Max. The fun thing when I was rinsing out the filters outside after getting all the dust out of them, that's why the filters are drying right now, is all of cockatoo dust is hydrophobic, which, oops, I'm sorry. I really want to go after that feather though. And scritch that? No, okay, no scritching that feather, Mom. I need snacks. It's still hot. Yeah, but if you think a gray is dusty, you haven't met anything until you've met a cockatoo. Super hydrophobic. Yeah, you got new feathers coming in, buddy. I see them. Does everybody see that on top of his head? There you go. Turn your head down. Tilt it down. You can see those 2 new feathers in the shafts coming in. Yeah. This is still really hot, buddy. So I'm tossing in the air. Yeah. Oh, it'll be fine in a minute. If I put it in the freezer, Tango gets too cold and then Max gets upset with me. So Max, I've got cupcake holder. So, can you catch a snack? Oops. Stand tall. Stand tall. Oh, you caught your food. Oh, that didn't get on camera. I'm so sorry. We're going to have to do that again. Yeah, next time we'll put the camera lower because you were really leaning. Can I go after that feather now? Yeah, now we have laughter and T-Kel's calling out bird breath. My goodness, my goodness. Yeah, Max could starve. Oh, he's pretty happy about the bonus eggie. But with 3 birds, they each get 1/3 of an egg, so they get less eggie. Usually we just have egg once a week when we stream, but today's a bit special, right, Max? Yeah, it's an extra special streamy. Oh, is that good? Oh, yeah. Ah, we have a new friend, Mustafa, and I may be mispronouncing that. They say they're Turkish. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Max says very good. Do you want some? Yeah, I got the sense that you might want some of this too. It's still very hot though. Still super, super hot. Yeah, you gotta wait until it cools. I'm sorry, the food's hot. Yes, we'll do a toss with we've got one more cupcake holder for eggs, and we will do a toss with that. Oh yeah, Max always wants more. Is that good? That good? Yeah? Oh, Connie just sent us €5 for extra eggies to catch. Connie, you're far too generous. My goodness, you're spoiling us. What do you think, Max? Is that good? Yeah, all the work, though, you have to peel it all off the cupcake paper. Nice thing about cupcake paper is it is food grade. I mean, we use it to wrap our own food. So it's okay. Max is just going to peel all of his food off. He doesn't actually eat any of the paper. He understands the difference. Oh my goodness. Hi, Julia. Oh, was that good? Do you want me to see if I can find another eggie? Let's go see what I can find. Yeah? There you go. Here you go, Cheeks. Oh, yeah, my goodness, Tico, you're spoiled. Okay, Max, I have one more cupcake eggie. Now, before we play catch with this one, we're going to catch a ring. Catch. Whoops. Catch. Good job. Good job. Okay. Now, are you ready to catch this? I'm going to shift the camera down a bit. There. Oops, sorry. Oh, you're welcome, Raising Cane. Woo! Okay, you ready to catch? That did not work well. You got it! Oh my goodness, thank you for the super chat, Raising Cane. You're more than welcome for the Sunday stream. Thought we'd just do something special because we know a lot of flockers were going to be joining Einstein today, and Einstein did the special stream yesterday, so we'll just work it out, right? Oh, is that good, Max? Yeah, you even caught it in midair. Oh my goodness. Hi, Aya. Yeah. Is that good? Yum, yum. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, there's not as much egg on that one. It's a small one. How dare I give you a small one? Huh, paper. Eggy. You found the eggy. That is oh so good, Max. You glad that you were brave and you came out of the cage? Okay, I did have to put the cover back on the rabbit first. But, you know, birds with anything new, it's scary and it's weird. And I mean, I had filters all over the room drying because I washed them. I had the vacuum cleaner out. And Max is just saying, what the heckity-hoo? Hi, Miss Linus. I see you came in as Miss Linus today. My goodness, you found the eggies. Oh, is that good? You look hungry. Oh, so hungry. Oh, so hungry. You're doing a great job. You want to dress that now? Yeah, I thought you might. Devious Minds asks if Max swears. Devious, when Max is throwing a full-on tantrum, I won't repeat any of the words that he says, but yes, Max does know a string of words that he should not, but generally he does not swear. We're very, very careful not to teach him any swear words, and I do that with the flock because while it might be funny once, it's not funny for the 55th time. We'd rather teach words such as awesome or bok bok like a chicken. Yes. Oh, Max knows how to read one out when he gets upset. Question about how old is Max? Max is 28 years young. Tikal is an Amazon. You hear him in the background. He's just here for a very short while. He's just for a short visit. He is 47 years young. And Tico, the African Grey, the strong, quiet one in the background, is 27. So we have cool ages of flock here. Oh, getting dark for Chris. Chris says it's pretty good time for them. Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, they're not young. They're not young, but they have a pretty good life. Max gets to go on lots of outdoor adventures. He always wears a harness. And I actually had a comment on one of my recent YouTube videos where we went out to visit the playground and somebody said, you know, they love seeing him outside, but they hate that he doesn't wear a harness. And I thought, what do you mean? He always wears a harness. But what happens is the harness hides underneath his feathers. So you don't necessarily see it. You'll see a bit of a bar here, maybe a little bit of a cross. You'll see one on the back and you'll see a little bit under the wings and then you'll see it on my arm. But even though it's not obvious, he absolutely is wearing a harness. It's the best way to keep his Uman safe, right, Max? Oh, that is so good. And you're clearly hungry. Yeah. Such a good muncher. Okay. Okay. You get, oh my goodness, Julia sent us 10 pounds. Thank you, Julia. My goodness. Oh yes, very, very pink hue in his feathers. If I hold up something white against him, you can really see how much of a pink hue, how much of a yellow hue there is in the tail. Yeah, you can really see that that is pink. I know, Max, I'll put that down. I'm sorry. We sometimes watch the other Max on YouTube, but Max doesn't really enjoy watching him. Max is much more interested in watching Ducky from Ducky, Stella, Quentin, and the Terrible Twos, or Barney, who is West Coast Barney. Tico really likes to watch her friend Einstein, but they do have their preferences, which birds they like to watch. Yeah, it was actually quite funny yesterday during Einstein's stream. Tico was watching it. Tico loves watching Einstein live. Tico was listening to Jeff and told Jeff to whisper when Jeff was being funny and trying to hush Einstein. Oh yeah, leashes are important for doggos too. Yeah, that's a good idea, Miss Linus. I mean, if we go outside, it's either on a leash or in a carrier. And there's really no two ways about it. It is safety first. Safety first, right, Max? Always safety first. So, Max, I'm going to clean up because you made a bit of a mess with your snacks. Can I clean this up? My goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Big messies. We roll up the paper and put down some fresh paper, okay? Now I got fresh paper here. Yeah, and you just hear a ripping sound for a minute as I prep the paper. This one has the perch mounted, and the easiest way to put the paper in is to basically tear it and loop it around. And that keeps poop off of it. It makes it easy to clean up. And it's all recycled newspapers. So yeah, we recycle, don't we, buddy? Yeah. Oh, you don't want me scratching there. How about here? Can we work our way up to your head? Oh, okay. You're saying not your head right now. Okay. Can I grab this one? Yeah, I'm going to grab that and I'm going to give it a quick rinse. That was there when Tico was playing earlier. Yeah. Aki. So, Max, you want to play catch? I just grabbed a block with wet hand. And that was dumb because those blocks, I now have yellow fingers. Yeah. Is that fun? Oh, you're going to play with it today. You're going to clean your beak. Good job. Huh? It's a little bit different. You can catch all the toys. Oops. You caught your food earlier. Are you in the mood for catch? You're not super in the mood for catch. Okay. You want your block? You caught your block. Good job. Good job. I'm going to catch some rings. Does anybody hear T-Kel in the distance laughing and calling out bird breath? Ah! Those are fun. Good job. Yay! Do you want to catch a cup? You know how to catch all the toys. All the toys. Yeah! Good job. Good job. Oops. Oh boy, where'd it go, Max? Where'd it go? Oh, that was a bad toss. Yeah, Max, Uhlans are not good at catching. I caught it, then I dropped it. Good job! You're doing great, Max. You're tossing right back at me. He thinks this is funny because I keep missing it. Got it. You want to catch a ring? Okay. Oh, that one's a tough one to catch, buddy. I'm going to offer you that one inside of a toy. Good job. That one's harder to catch. It's rolling. Good job. Good job. Oops. It's a twiddle toy. Max loves these twiddle toys. They're fun to play with his beak. Right now he might be in the mood to toss. Ooh. How'd that happen? Goodness. Goodness gracious. Good job. Good job. Good job. Purple? Catch purple? And one more ring. One more ring. Woo, thank you. See how long we can keep that ring in play. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. You gonna toss to me? And tossing to me is sort of any direction that I can reach. Good job. Yay! Gonna play with the barrel of monkeys? My goodness, Max. Look at those monkeys. And refill them. There's more monkeys in there. We get these monkeys, huh? Have some fun with these monkeys. That monkey holding a toy? That's right. Would you like some Lego? Lego, can you take it apart? That's right. Good job. Good job, buddy. Take apart your Lego. I now have monkeys everywhere. Take it apart. Can you take it apart? No, not throw it on the floor. Can you take it apart? How about if you hold it that way? Try it again. Yeah, you did good. You did really good. My goodness. Okay. I am going to quickly wash my hands and check comments. Yeah. My goodness, Max, that was fun. That was lots of fun. Oh, my hand's wet. Are you wet? You're wet? My goodness, let's see what we've got for comments. Oh my goodness, Sue, thank you for the super chat. Sue says thank you for doing a special Sunday live stream for us all, Nicole. You're quite welcome. My goodness. Just going to scroll up here. All right. So let's see. What comments do I have that I haven't seen? Let's see. Majestic, remember there's no Einstein stream today. Einstein is traveling today, so there is no Einstein stream today. So it's not a choice between us. We're not competing. LA says that they had a sulfur crested, but she got fixated on mating with them and even laid eggs. Luckily, they found someone with a male of the same kind and they became a couple. Yeah, we tried not to promote things, sexual behaviors can lead to very temperamental birdies. Think about a teenage boy who's hitting puberty. Yeah, that probably describes it. But eggs are really hard on cockatoos physically. Actually, they're hard on a lot of parrots. There can be a lot of problems with egg binding where the egg does not properly pass. It can be very hard on them nutritionally. And there are already so many birds out there that are looking for homes that, you sometimes think, do you really want to contribute to the pet trade? That can be a bit of a problem. Oh, Max, are you hiding? My goodness. How the hecky who did you do that? My goodness, I'm so fixated here on comments that I forgot to look at the stream. Yeah. Thanks, Connie, for letting me know that. My goodness. My goodness. And TCal is laughing in the background. Can I give a scritchy? Give scritchy. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's one. That was a nope. Okay. That was a big nope. Okay, Max. DVS, he can be quiet. Today, I think he's a little bit tired. It seems that this is sort of his nap time in the afternoon, so he's just chilling right now, which is okay. I mean, he might want to play with some music. He might want to play some other games. Hi, Linda. Hi, Di. Oh, yeah, we ate Aggies for Beakfast. That was so good. Katie Spirit says that Remy had to save her from a ponytail holder that broke and flew across the bathroom. Guess she thought it was a worm. You know, Max, one day he saved me from a wristlet. You know those vinyl snap-on wristlets that you get when you go to an event? Well, I'd gone to a dance event and it was a multi-day event, so I'd come home in between days and I had Max out and he was looking at my wrist a little bit concerned. It had this neon orange vinyl wristlet snapped onto it. And he took one look and he reared up and he basically tried to intimidate it. Then he grabbed it. Now he was standing on the arm at the time. So he grabs the wristlet and just rips it off my wrist and flings it. I mean, I should have been grateful that he saved my wrist, despite the fact that I had a huge bruise on it, and now this thing was mangled and across the room. And, you know, he looked pretty proud of himself for having saved me from the evil thing that had encompassed my wrist. So I went to the event next day, and, you know, if there's a problem with your wristband, you have to walk back into reception because you have to wear one. You're not allowed to carry one. So I walk back in, and the event director knows me and says, Nicole, you know better. You shouldn't take those off. Those are expensive. You know, like, you know, people clip them off. We charge them $25. And I said, well, in this case, it was not by choice. And I showed him my bruised wrist and I showed him the stretch marks on it. I said, what the heck did you get caught on? And I said, well, it wasn't exactly what, it was who. My Moluccan cockatoo stood on my arm and decided to save me from the evil wristlet. He had a good laugh and just handed me a new one and said, well, the cockatoo's not here. You're probably safe for another day. But definitely Max was pretty upset with it. Oh, TCal is definitely having fun in the background. Di, TCal is on Amazon. He is 47 years young, and he's just staying here while his humans are out of town. He's been staying with us probably at least 15 years now, and just, you know, he's a semi-regular part of the flock. May I scratch? May I scratch that? Yeah, I really want to go after those new feathers. You know that, honey. Yeah, I know. I'm being gentle. I'm being super gentle. Yeah, it's a pretty one there. Such a pretty one. I really want to break those up. Yeah. I've been eyeing that one up for 3 days, haven't I? Yeah. You keep saying no. Max can be a bit nervous sometimes about the feathers on his head. I think when he was younger, he had a few pulled. It's actually the one spot where he gets really nervous when people touch him. Normally, if somebody meets your bird, you don't want them touching the body, you want them touching the head, because the body can be seen as a sexual zone for the bird. But with Max, his head is absolutely off limits unless you touch the body first, and Max dearly wants to be touched. So it's just, yeah, look at that. That's looking much better. Yeah. You know, but I watch body language carefully to make sure he's not getting too excited. And I use it as a pathway to the head. But when he meets somebody new, if they want to touch him, they really cannot touch him on the head unless they would like him to get really upset with them. He considers that to be a no-go zone. Oh, scritchies. Scratch, let me help. Yeah, let me help. Let me help. Oh boy, yeah. You're so trusting today. You're so trusting. Yeah, I really want to go after those new feathers. Yeah. Yeah, I really do. There you go, Max. How's that? Was that good? Yeah? Well, I scratch better when you've got my full attention. I know. I've got a camera on you, and I've got a phone in one hand. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at all those new feathers coming in. Thank you for trusting me with them. Oh, I so wanted to go after that one. Oh yeah. And here you can really see the colors of his crest. Oh, so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, Max. When a new feather comes in, it comes in a keratin sheath, and it very much reminds me of the aglet, that hard plastic bit that's on the end of a shoelace. And you can still see one right here just on top, and Max just said no to that one. But when I preen him, I just gently pinch those, and there's a little bit of one. Oops, you drop it on the ground. There's another little bit of one. If I can pick it up. There we go. So that is, if I can focus on my finger, I don't know if that's focusing or not. There we go. So that is the keratin sheath that I was preening off. And it's just a question of gently breaking it off. You don't want to pull. And if a feather is very fresh, there's still nerves in it, there's still a blood supply in it. And sometimes if you pinch it, the bird is going to say, forget that. I don't want you touching that. It's not ready to go yet. So you just have to be kind of careful what you're going after, and you have to pay attention to the bird. Even in the wild, the birds will grumble at each other if they hit a feather that's not quite ready to be preened. Yeah, you just have to be mindful of that. And with Max, if he snaps at me because I've hit a feather that's not ready to be preened, I need to get my hand out of there sharpish. Yeah. My goodness! Yeah, you're just a bundle of scritchies. Yeah, a bundle of scritchies. Yeah, Anne made a comment. I'm still catching up on comments, folks. I apologize, I'm a little bit behind. That sometime back, there were a large group of sulfur cockatoos who taught each other how to open garbage cans, and that was in Australia. Absolutely. They got really good at it. The people who lived there figured out, well, the bins, the cockatoos are getting in and strewing everything out looking for snacks, so let's put some bricks on top of the bins. Well, the cockatoos figured out how to knock the bricks off, and they just kept getting in. You literally had to cockatoo-proof your garbage because the gang of them taught each other, and they got very, very good and proficient at going after snacks. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, there you go, Max. Yeah, you're still in film. You're still in film. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're in focus now, Max. Yeah, you just look kind of ready for a nap, buddy. Do you want to play some music? Want to play some music? Give it a push. You gonna dance? Want to try again? Gentle, gentle. Gentle. You're being a goose with it today. You know how to push the buttons. You gotta push the button once, not twice. And try. Ooh, you didn't like that. Good job. Is it Tango's song? And Tango is a birdo. There we go. My goodness. Is that fun? You want another one? That was fun. Max loves music and he loves dancing to it. The only problem is we have to be careful what music we play so we don't get a copyright strike. When we do the big videos and we put music behind them, we're using music that we have the rights to. But on a live stream, I mean, even if we're walking outside, we have to be very cautious if there's a car going by or if we walk past the patio playing music. That could result in a strike for us. There have been a few live streams where quite literally a car goes past or stops at the light right beside us and it's playing really loud music and we just end up making a lot of noise on the phone trying to make sure that we can block it out as much as possible and not get that copyright strike. It can be so hard to avoid that. Yeah, oh my goodness. Still itchy? Still scritchies? Yeah, oh yeah. That is so good. Yeah, oh, you've got all those new feathers coming in, honey. No wonder you're a grouchy goose. I know. LA makes a couple of comments about the species, and I'm still catching up on comments. I apologize for being a bit slow on them. And they say, I just Googled this on a lesser sulfur crested, like the one I had. This species is now classified as critically endangered and protected accordingly. However, its numbers are still declining due to habitat destruction and the ongoing occurrence of illegal trapping for the pet trade. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it's a bit devastating just how many of the large, beautiful birds are on the CITES list. I mean, every bird in the house right now is on the CITES list. They're on the endangered list. Now, I'll be the first person to say that parrots don't make great pets. They're wild animals. And in a lot of ways, it's not fair to have them living in captivity. However, the flock here, I mean, they wouldn't do well in the wild right now. Like they are, you know, we're just trying to give them their absolute best life. Max is a rescue, and I think you're doing pretty good, Max. Yeah, you're pretty happy. You're pretty happy. You want to dance again? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Yeah. Raising Cane asks how long we've had Max. I'm just going to put the phone down for a minute. So I've got a second hand. Max has been with me since he was 10 years old. When I met Max, he was living in a basement and he knew how to do two things. One was how to bite. Hard, violently. Number two was to scream. Loudly, incessantly. He was very good at both. And I'm honestly not joking when I call him the Amityville Horror with wings. he was angry with the world. He didn't understand what was going on. He was mad at the world. It wouldn't give him attention. He'd scream at the world. That was the only way that the world would scream back. You know, they put him in the basement because he was so noisy. They left him in the cage because he was biting. I mean, the poor guy, you know, he had a really rough life. And when he met me, he came to live with me, basically respite. And it was short-term respite. It was supposed to be a week, 2 weeks on the outside. You want that again? I'm gonna put that there for you. There you go. Wee. Ooh, you gonna catch? You gonna catch? But what happened is he came to me because he bit his owner's wife really, really badly. I mean, there was a really nasty attack. And she basically said it was her or the bird. You know, get that bird out of here right now or I'm walking out the door. And so basically it was a couple of weeks respite, just a bit of an emergency placement. And then they said, hey, can you find him a new home? How do you find the Amityville Horror with Wings a new home? Teach him a few manners. So I taught him some manners. And then I taught him some rules. And those rules were pretty shocking. I mean, he'd never heard of rules before. He discovered there were rules, and he discovered they applied to him. That was a huge shocker. And I was really consistent. I was always there. I made a promise. I kept a promise. He tried to scare me away. I wouldn't scare away. He tried to be mean to me. And I said, well, that's fine, but I'm still here. And he needed to know that he could trust. He could trust there would always be food and water. He could trust that... He could trust that there would be meaningful interaction, that he could have some fun. Woo! Yeah. See the monkeys? One monkey. One monkey. There's another monkey. Let's hang the monkey here. But, you know, calmed him down a bit. Then I started trying to find him a new home. And it was not as easy 18 years ago. I mean, we didn't have the internet the way that we do today. We didn't have parrot groups the way we do today. But Max decided that he had already found his forever home. I just didn't realize it. That's right, Max. That's so clever. So it took a while before everything settled out, but he basically adopted me. He decided that this was his forever home. And, I mean, we got along quite well. When I met Max, one of the last things the previous owner said is, by the way, he loves men, hates women. Bye-bye. Well, guess what? Ken, you know, I'm very much female, buddy. And Max understood that, and he forgave me for being female. Yeah, that was a huge forgiveness, huh? Oh, no scoochies, huh? Here. Woo! How'd that happen? Here. Woo! That was fun. Okay, we'll put two. What do you do with two? Two swivels. You knocked them both on the floor. Yay! You know, so that's actually how Max came to live with me. It was not intentional. And Tico the African Grey, all he would say is, what are you thinking? Oh my goodness, what are you thinking? You know, this loud, noisy, ill-mannered bird, like, yeah, I'm pretty well-mannered here, lady. Like, what are you doing? We don't need anyone else. And at the time, we also had a lesser sulfur-crested cockatoo. So, you know, it was a small flock, but Max basically just came and stole hearts, right, Max? Yeah. But I mean, birds like this, what happens is they end up really ill-mannered, and then they don't get the attention that they need. They don't get the attraction that they need. I mean, if you got locked in a cage 24/7, ignored, and only yelled at, you'd probably have some pretty poor behaviors too. And they didn't start out like that. I mean, they started out thinking that he was a really sweet baby cockatoo, but things went west. And what happens is birds like Max end up in rescues. And nobody wants birds like Max. Nobody wants the bird that's ill-mannered. Nobody wants a bird that is biting and screaming and attacking. And they can be very hard to rehome, and the rescues do a lot of work with them. But a rescue, if they've got 50 or 100 birds, there's a limit to how much attention they can provide to any one bird. So Max has done really well here, and now he's super well-mannered. But I like to hold him up and point out that he is the great example of what can happen with love and attention. I mean, Max is not inherently a bad bird. He had some bad behaviors. He didn't know any better. They were maladaptive. He figured out that the only way to get attention was by screaming and biting. That was the only way he could get attention. Now he's learned some better ways to get attention. Right, Max? No. Gonna play music? No, careful for your beak. It's getting a bit long, hon. Go, punch the button. Punch a button. Yeah, punch the green button. There you go. Ooh, Commerce USA has a great question. They say it's a marvelous success story. How do you explain boundaries to a bird? Well, birds naturally have boundaries. I mean, Max, if I reach for his head right now, he's probably going to say, no. So he just gave me a little bit of body language that said, you're not going after my head from that direction. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm going to think about it, and then I'll invite you. And those are his boundaries. So he already understands boundaries, but, he's very self-centered and does not necessarily understand that they apply to him. So it's basically just consistency, getting some words and some noises that have consistent meaning. I mean, with Max, if I don't want him to do something, I will, Max, you're okay. I'll say, and he'll stop whatever he's doing, and he'll know that that was not the right thing to do. You'll notice if Tico's not happy with something, he'll give me stink eye. And it's just basically the glare of death by the African gray. And the African grays are very, very good at stink eye. Oh yeah, Max, I know, cuddle, cuddle, cuddle. But I've discovered it works well on them as well. If I give the bird a look of disapproval, if I just give him a glare and I give him my best stink eye, the bird just sort of looks at me and goes, uh-oh, I screwed up. And they want love. They want attention. They want to belong to part of the flock. I mean, they want to do good. And it's just a question of teaching them the difference between good and bad. Teaching them what behaviors are desirable, what behaviors are not. And not rewarding the behaviors that you don't want to see. For example, if Max bit me, and I reacted by screaming and jumping up and down, and giving him a wild show, he'd think, okay, I know which button to push if I want a wild show. Hey, I'm bored. How about a show? That's what he's going to be expecting. And that's actually how people will teach birds to bite, is just their reaction. My reaction if Max bites me, I will pull away. And I will glare at him. And he knows pretty quick that he's not been behaving the way he should. I got bit a few weeks back, and I mean, a bite can really break some of the trust too. It initially seemed out of the blue, But when I thought about it, I realized what had happened. Max went back 18 years in time to when he lived in a basement. He heard people arguing walking past, angry voices. And he just in a flash reacted to those angry voices, and my arm happened to be the victim of that. And I don't even think that he gave it any conscious thought. I think he was a little bit surprised that he bit me and going, uh-oh, what did I just do? But it was really just a sheer reaction. I know, honey, I know. You're giving us under fluffies. Yeah, you're giving us under fluffies. Yeah. Oh, cuddle time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you know, it's really about consistency. If I don't want a bird somewhere, every time the bird goes there, I just say no. Hey, hon, where are you going? Where are you going? He's allowed to climb on his perch. He's allowed to climb on the tree here, so I'm not giving him a nope about that. But I mean, you know, he can get very aggressive when he gets on the floor. So depending on situation, I will discourage that. Hopping onto the windowsill and chewing on Venetian blinds, that's also very undesirable behavior. So I discourage that, and I'm just really, really consistent. I just consistently give the yeses and the nos, and he's not dumb. He understands. Sometimes he tries to get into trouble. I just realized he's completely out of frame. You ran up as soon as I changed that, huh? I'm sorry about that, folks. He doesn't try to get into trouble, but, you know, he tries to push the boundaries. He says, hey, this looks like it would be a fun toy to chew on. And I'm the one to tell him yes or no, like carpet worms. Hey, I'd like to pull out those worms out of the carpet, all those little stringy bits. Those are fun. Well, you know, pulling the tufts out of the carpet, that's very destructive behavior, and that's going to cost us a lot of money. You're going to have to redo the carpets, and carpets are full of chemicals that are probably not good for birds. So that's a hard no. And every time he does it, I treat him just like I would a toddler. He gets told, no, and he gets moved, and he gets given an alternate activity that is acceptable. Because with the toddler, if the toddler got into trouble and you just shouted at the toddler would not know what to do next. The toddler would be a little bit, are you going to climb up or down, bud? The toddler would be very confused, and, well, I've got something on my mind. He needs something to distract him. So if every time he goes there, I just associate it with an and then I offer distraction and something else to do, then there's, you know, would you like to play with that? There's something I can play with, there's something kind of fun, and now the bird's attention has been redirected. But I do pair it with an I don't punish, because Max would not understand punishment. He really would not. If he gets aggressive with me, I will get right in his face and show him that he is not intimidating me. Because about once a year he'll try to intimidate me, and once a year I tell him that I'm not scared of him. And so once a year I lie to him that I'm not scared of him. He hasn't figured this out yet. But, you know, you try to get aggressive with me, I'm going to say that does not go over well here. It's unacceptable behavior. It's nope. And then, then he realizes, okay, I didn't get away with that. I'm not king of the perch. Momager is the king of the perch. Ooh, okay, let's twiddle this for a minute. Let's play. Ooh! On the floor, huh? On the floor. Oh, I've got a game that'll be fun. Yeah. Well, since we're talking, Max, let's play a game that'll be fun. Huh? You pull the toys off? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? Wee. You pull the toys off? got two. What's going on? Good job. Can you pull that one off too? Ooh, you got it. That was all yours. Now this one seemed like it was a fun toy. Yeah, well, what's going on? Huh. That's strange. Oh, there. You grab that. You want to grab this one? Okay. Yeah. Ooh, you got it. Yay! But yeah, I mean, it's all about distracting the bird and giving the bird something to play with and something to occupy them, because, I mean, you get bored if you had nothing to play with all the time too. Now, sometimes in the cage, Max will play with these toys a lot more than he does here. Here, it's the game of toss and fling, but inside the cage, he'll actually shred the toys. Yeah! Can you catch this one? Woo! Good job! Good job! Yeah, so let's just grab the camera here. I want to thank everybody for your thumbs up and for hanging out with us and everything. I mean, this has just been fantastic. Just realized it's been over an hour already. Huge shout out and thank you to everybody for their super chats. I think I caught everybody on those. But huge thank you for that. I mean, you know, this has been fun hanging out with everybody. So yeah, I mean, you know, living with a bird, you get used to it. Katie just says, Nicole, let me do the sound of one of Max's screaming videos for Sparky. My boy's never been yelled at like that. One to grab there, Katie, would be the apple tantrum one. It's been trending on YouTube, but that's a good one of him throwing a tantrum. Yeah, no, I really appreciate that everybody came out and hung out with us. I think Max is going to go for a nap now because it has been a very exciting day. Yeah, so everybody, bok. Thank you for coming. And we'll see everybody at our regular live stream time next week on Saturday, 1 p.m. or sorry, 10:45 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Bok.